For the next few minutes, we'll be presenting to you a leadership approach which involves more than 1,000 kids and over 50% of the schools in the Ottawa region and the Abitibi-Témiscamingue. The approach we're suggesting will allow you successfully to implement any kind of leadership program. In the Outaouais and the Abitibi-Témiscamingue, we call these leaders active leaders, but feel free to use your own terminology. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the 5 steps you cannot go around for the implication of this kind of program. First step would be mobilization. When I'm talking about mobilization, I'm talking about bringing up the whole school to be responsible of the whole approach. It's not the responsibility of just one individual, but the responsibility of the whole school, the whole community. Second step, the selection of the leaders. Gives you the opportunity as a school or as a community to choose a very different kind of leaders. Some of them have the leadership competencies, the qualities. Some of them don't have the whole thing, but you have to be very flexible in your approach in the selecting process. Third step, training of the leaders. These leaders are between 10 to 17 years old. They need knowledge and they have to develop their competencies in animation. Don't forget, in your community there is some other programs also available who would permit these leaders to acquire knowledge and develop their competencies. Fourth step, organization. First thing, don't overload the responsibilities for these leaders. They're kids like the other ones. They like to play, so you have to be respectful of these needs. This part of the fourth step, organization, you have to figure out the schedules, form the teams, and also figure out some times for these leaders to join together and to discuss about their responsibilities. Fifth step, follow-up and sustainability. The 2 most important things in that step. You have to put in place a mechanism that would ensure that these leaders and the person responsible, the adult responsible, they feel supported by their school, by their community.
I like helping little kids out. I find it's really fun.
I don't mind to lose my lunch hour to play games with kids.
I never had much experience with kids, so it's kind of my time to experience what it's like.
Yes, first for the active leaders, I think it's important because it gives them a sense of belonging to our school. It makes them responsible for activities and it makes them feel that they are making a difference. For the other students, I think it's important because it is also helping our students on the schoolyard at lunchtime with different behavior issues, and it makes them feel that they're part of the big plan of keeping them active and also engaged in all school activities. A lot of the involvement with our school right now is through our CLC, which is our Community Learning Center. Our coordinator works with the students, the active leaders, to plan the schedule, and I also meet with her, and we make sure that students have planned times so that activities are ongoing. And the teachers enjoy it also because they see a lot less problems after lunch hour.
Well, I'm in 5 schools in the Pontiac, so each school is different with their Active Leader program. So for example, the school here at St. John's, the way they do their program, I do the training. Lorianne helps me recruit the kids. We do a training, a full day training. Half the day is talking about what is a leader, why they think they are a leader. Then the other half is doing activities, teaching them different activities of how to animate the children. Then we take the kindergarten class and we animate the kindergarten class as an example. And then these leaders help the CLC here. In my other schools, the active leaders get a schedule and they learn how to do the activities, same kind of training, and then they do the activities at lunch hour with the kids outside.
We have a very vast region, and we're in 11 primary schools and at this present time 2 high schools. So what it's really brought to us is human resources. Each individual school has the program somewhat different based on their needs, but the junior program, grade 5, grade 6 students are the junior leaders which animate activities within their school. But as they become senior leaders, if they choose, they animate within their community. So what it's really brought to us is essentially some fantastic leaders and human resources and animators within the community, which there was a large lack of before.
I think it also has an impact on a healthier lifestyle, because we try and promote healthy lifestyle through even our school success, and that has an impact right there.
The way we set up the trainings for both junior and senior is basically we leave September, the beginning of the school year. We go in the schools. We always find a person responsible within the primary school and the secondary school to support the program, to take that, as we call it, the Couts Pontiac file. We promote and we explain what the programs are, both in junior and senior. We pick dates within the schools, within the principal's needs, and within the responsable, the person responsible for the activity. And we set up schedules within the whole month of September. As I said earlier, we're in 11 schools in the primary sector and 2 schools in the secondary sector, so it essentially takes us the month of September to get through the full day trainings.
Main difference between the junior level and the senior level. The junior level kids are involved in the animation of activities in the schoolyard. At the senior levels, these leaders are involved in different activities in the community. We're talking about day camps, summer camps, childcare centers, sports clubs, activities in their high school. All these different activities makes the senior level more important.
I do, because I've noticed some of the kids we have in our Active Leader program are now our senior leaders, and I've noticed a change in them, and I've noticed how they've matured doing it. And because they were a leader when they were younger and now they're a leader as senior, I find it helps the Pontiac because they're known as Active Leaders for the Pontiac. They're known as the leaders of the Pontiac, of their school. So I find it is a great program for the area.
The senior program itself, the leaders within grade 9, grade 10, and grade 11 are recruited, and for our territory, for our region, they're actually hired. They follow the same basic contract as an employee would, criminal verification and so on. But within their school, when they're doing animating, it's on a volunteer basis. They go through a work period and a probational period where they're animating within the community with a senior leader, a more experienced leader. And then basically, once they're trained, a list goes out to all our partners with their name, whether they speak English, whether they speak French, what community they live in, what their experiences are. And together with the partners, we help them choose a leader for whatever animation they need within their projects in their communities.
So for the leaders in high school, what we usually do is meet with them individually for the follow-up. Just make sure that they're really ready for their animation, because they usually go animate in kindergartens or daycare festivals or carnivals. So we meet with them, we make sure they're well organized and that they know where they're going.
We hope that this DVD has given you enough information about the leadership program. If you have any more questions, just contact your Outaouais or Abitibi-Témiscamingue Québec en Forme team.